Good morning. Glorifying God through our basic human movements that He has created us with. So we're gonna do lunge first. So with the lunge matrix, so all 8 different positions of lunges, putting our foot, our knee, our hip, and all the muscles in between, and including our torso through a bunch of different ranges of motion and a bunch of different ways to do a lunge. So 8 different positions of lunges, and then push, and then pull, and then squat, and then hinge, and then twist or rotation. So again, starting with position 1, just forward. And again, you don't have to go that far down. Position 2 is forward diagonal. Position 3 is lateral. Position 4 is backward diagonal. Backward diagonal. And again, my stepping foot, I'm gonna drive through that heel as much as I can, even when I'm stepping backwards. Backward and under for 6, crossover lateral for 7, crossover lateral for 7, and then post or 90-degree step for that last one. And if I can, I'm gonna try to increase the speed and increase the distance as long as I have good form, as long as my core stays solid, my chest is nice and proud. Then I'm gonna go a little bit deeper, a little bit faster. But if you, in any area, if you feel like your form is limited or you're kind of wobbly, or you can't get back to that starting position without taking a stutter step, then just do less speed, less distance. That's set number 2. So we're gonna do a third set. And then this time I'm gonna actually do a little load here. So I'm gonna load it up here. So loading it up here forces my core, my vertical core, so think hips all the way to shoulder, that forces it to engage just a little bit more. So, and you'll feel it, your upper back is engaged more, your abs are engaged more, obviously your quads, hamstrings, glutes, those are all gonna be engaged more. And when I say quads, I mean the front of the thigh. When I say hamstring, I mean the back of the thigh. And then when I say glutes, I mean the butt, right? And third and final set. Nice. So that's all the lunges. Now we'll go into our push. And we're gonna just do 3 sets of the push. So whatever you can do, 5 reps, 10 reps, 15 reps, 20 reps, we'll shake it out. I'm gonna show you a couple other ways to push. So I can grab my dumbbell and I can press on one side. I can do a vertical press. Switch. Right, so that's another way to press. And then the third and final way to press. So for the third set, I just knocked off my hat. I'm gonna do tricep extension. So this is another way that we can press. So just showing a couple of different variables for that press. Nice and dirty now. So that's my 3 sets of press. So you could do all push-ups, you can do all overhead press, you can do all tricep, or you could do one of each. I'm just trying to show you a couple of variables. For the pull, we've already done this one, so we'll start there. Proud chest. This actually helps me stabilize my abs and upper back, vertical core. So just help stabilize with a table or a chair or something that you can press against, keeping your abs engaged a little bit more. But once you've got good ab engagement, we'll rest a little bit. Once you have really good ab engagement and you've got a good hinge, then we'll get down into that hinge position. And here's another way we can row. So I'm rowing up, elbows in tight, proud chest, shoulders down and back, or pull. And another way we can pull here. And then of course, pull-up bar if you have a pull-up bar. But if you don't have a pull-up bar, that's fine. Another way that we can pull is here, and then I'll just go elbows out and pull up, or here on either side, elbows out, proud chest still, abs engaged, and I'm just pulling it up almost like a curl. That's another way we could pull too, is I could do curls, right? So either pull up or curl or a little bit of both. So look, elbows out, elbows in. I got lots of mosquitoes here. They love me. So we've got lunge done, push done, pull done, and we got about 3 minutes left. So we've got squats. So again, I'm just gonna squat down. So that's OA, right? So I was feet about shoulder, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Another way I can lunge, I can go feet together. So keeping my feet close together, then I'm lunging, and maybe I don't go as far down, right? All of these lunges, squats, all of these squats, I can add weight if I want to, make it a little harder. Another way I can squat, so that was feet about shoulder width apart. My toes are gonna be out a little bit. My abs engaged, shoulders down and back, proud chest as I lower my hips down in between or to the heels of my feet. Feet together, and then the last one I'll show you is feet nice and wide, toes out. So this is a sumo squat. Again, it's the same form, abs engaged, shoulders down and back, proud chest, lower myself down, weight through the heels. Awesome. And that's our squats. Then we go into hinge. Again, so I'm about shoulder width apart with my feet, driving my hips back. And I showed yesterday ways that I can hold my hands to make it harder or easier. And then also adding load, adding weight. So another way I could do hinge is I can go single foot, and obviously this takes a little bit of balance as well, but same exact position. So if you see it from the side, right, proud chest, hinging at the hip, nice and controlled. And then the other way, or the other leg. Oop. Get a little off balance. If you need to, you can grab onto something. Good, so that's my hinge, single leg, and then I'll do a third set. So just like the squats, I can do hinges in a sumo type position. I can do hinges feet together, right? And feet shoulder width apart. So I'll do sumo. It's just gonna pull on the hamstrings just a little bit different. So you can choose and you can vary the different types of basic human movements, but we should all, to the glory of God and to enjoy God, enjoy what He has created, enjoy our bodies, we should all get really good at these basic human movements. We should all be strong and have endurance and have stability and have mobility and push and in pull and in squat and in hinge and in lunge and in twist. So last but most definitely not least is twist. So I can hold weight and I can twist with just my torso. That'll be first set. And notice I'm shortening the twist. That's forcing my abs to engage in each of those rotations. And I'm going equidistant on both sides, nice and short, nice and fast, so that my abdominals here engage, my obliques engage, my upper back's engaged, my hips are engaged. I love this one where it's like throwing or punching, because it's rotating my shoulder. I'll throw. And then I'll go big windmill type throws. And that's getting all of my upper back from my toes to my nose is getting involved in that throw. And then we could do something as simple as split squat type position. And then I'm rotating by looking to the outside, reaching up, looking to the inside, reaching up, or looking to the outside and reaching down, looking to the inside and reaching down. And what you'll see, or what you'll feel, is your hips are getting involved. You have to have stabilization in your foot and your ankle. Your spine is rotating, your shoulders are even rotating. We'll go the other side. So just that split squat position, nice and stable there. If you need to, look at one point, like I'm looking at the camera. But it's creating stability and strength, as well as rotational capacity and generating force and movement in that rotation. So a bunch of different ways to glorify God in your basic human movements of push and pull, and all the stabilization and all the mobility that comes from that, as well as the force output or strength that you need to be able to produce that under load or with speed or into bigger distances, but all to the glory of God, right? Push, pull, squat, hinge, rotate, and then we started with the lunge. I love you and I'm praying for you.